Welcome once again to the Jamby Show, everybody. How's it going? I am back going solo tonight. Darren and Ryan are both, they joined the homosexual Olympics because they were competing for this job, and they figured they can just hash it out in that those games. So I wish them both the best. Fuck, all kinds of shit happening, folks. Grab your popcorn and get fucking ready. It's getting very bizarre in the wilderness, kids. They're okay. So Trump obviously is just killing it in all the polls. And the last time that they tried to get Trump out, it was the whole Russian collusion thing, with Hillary Clinton. And, it was actually Hillary that was doing the Russia collusion shit. Well, they're so fucking out of ideas. It's really fucking stupid. They're out of ideas, and so they're going with Russian collusion part 2. They're going to try that again. It's like they couldn't think of anything else. They're like, well, hey, it happened it worked well the first time, so let's try it again. Really, honestly, come on now, Cletus. You walk over, but you limp back. It's stupid because now the American people are fucking on to it. You could have came up with something a little better instead of the exact same plan you had before. All kinds of stupid decisions Joe's making because he has no idea where he's at and who he is. He thinks he's one of the Spice Girls. He's doing shit that's undermining Israel. Like I said before, let Israel be Israel and fight their own battle. We don't need to slow them down. We don't need to tell them hold up. We don't need to try to tactify how they do things. No, they were attacked brutally. It's their 9/11. We came back and bombed the wrong people. But anyway, we retaliated after we actually did it to ourselves. That's a whole nother show. Anyway, and no, we're trying to undermine them. We're the same as they are. It's United States that away. There are people, and let them retaliate. Let them fight for the right to party. Let them do what they want to do. We get our noses in too much bullshit. It's like the Russia-Ukraine thing. First of all, people, Russia will never lose to Ukraine. Russia has way more fucking military than Ukraine ever even thought of. And basically it's just a slaughter. And, you'll get reports, Ukraine's doing better. No, they're not. They're dying. The Democrats are going to tell you they're doing better because they want you to keep funding the fucking charade that's going on. And it's all about just Biden and Zelensky getting laundering money. That's all it is. Come on. And it's nice to see that some Democrats are starting to wake up a little bit and go, fuck, we done fucked up, Balaki. Because it's not looking good, man. They had so Trump's doing really well. They had 5 South Carolina that he had a town hall with Laura Ingraham, which was spectacular. If you didn't see it, fucking see it. Laura does a great job, and this was a great interview. But 5 of the people in the audience were undecided going in. After they listened to him, and they voted Democrat, they voted for Biden. After listening to him, all of them were asked by Laura, what are their thoughts? And they said, fuck, we're down with Trump. He makes sense. He's here for the country. He's here for us, the people that live here. Here. Not over there. Here. The people that live fucking in the U.S. of fucking A. Give 2 fucks about the other side of the border. Just being fucking honest. They could all stay there. Stay in your country. We're good. Got enough people. And Joe Biden already let in God knows how many millions, gazillion, billions of who knows who. And they're all sending their worst. You think these other countries are like, hey, you know what? Let's send our good, Christian kids and young adults. No, man, they're emptying their jails and they're fucking sending their pedophiles and their worst and all the ones who say they hate America. They're all coming. And then all of a sudden we got Chinese nationalists by the droves. There's no beaners coming over anymore. I can say beaner because I'm fucking Latino, so suck it. It's all Chinese people. It literally is. What are Chinese people flooding us for? All of a sudden we're the hot commodity? Bullshit. No, they're coming over here because they can fucking like that. They can fucking do anything with computers. They're going to get into our infrastructure. Then what, folks? This is why they're buying up land. They're buying up land near military bases. What does that tell you? And if you don't believe me and you're a stupid fucking Democrat, then fucking do your homework. Because I do my fucking homework. And there's people who say, oh, I have friends who are fucking cockwhackers and all that. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I do not put anything out there that isn't fucking true, people. So look it the fuck up if you don't think I'm telling you the truth. Because I wouldn't steer my people wrong. Not my people. I don't have people. It's not like I have people. No, my followers. People that subscribe and love the show. Those people, I wouldn't steer you wrong. So, Russia collusion thing. There was a funny thing today in Chicago. The black people of Chicago especially have fucking had it with the migrants. Chicago is a shithole. It wasn't that great before. No offense to people that live there and the Chicago Bears fans and whatnot. But it's a shithole. It was a crime-ridden place, and now it's like a fucking shithole. And it's not even the people that were criming it up before. It's the migrants that live there that are shitting all over the place and causing way more crime than anybody who ever lived in Chicago. So this lady, I didn't catch her name, but she got to stand in front of the mayor, Johnson, and spiel her grievance about what's going on in the city. And she was fucking fired up. Woo! She was pissed. And she was letting them have it, saying the black people are going to rise up. And we're tired of waiting for you to do anything or the president to do anything because they know that shit ain't coming. It's been too long. They've been dealing with it for too fucking long. So they know it's fucking not coming. So, like anybody in any movie you've seen, what happens? Anarchy in the streets. Because they go, okay, you know what? We're going to do our own thing. We're going to do fucking our own little martial law on this shit. And that's what's going to happen. Apparently, according to this lady who said that one of my favorite lines ever, she said, I'm a free black woman. Watch how we get down. And she was screaming that shit as she was getting out of the courtroom or the little theater room there in front of, and the mayor's just standing there like, and he's black too. So, it should be interesting. He's probably going, oh shit. Yeah. The black community is going to fuck shit up. That should be fun to watch. I'm excited about that. So you know about the border has been fucking a catastrophe. And like I said, now it's all Chinese people coming over. Yeah. Joey, who's, like I said on the last few shows, all he's had to do was sign an executive order, and that would shut the border down. He could have done it since this fucking tragedy started in our fucking good US of A. But he didn't, because he wants it here. He wants the chaos. He's a fucking evil being. I'm telling you, people, these are not good people. These are not people that are God-fearing people. These are not nice people. These are people that are creating chaos on purpose because there's no rhyme or reason to it. Think about it. Don't be like, oh, it's good. We should help everybody. Bullshit. These people are coming to fucking kill us. They're not coming to work out on your farm and fucking milk your cows. Oh, they're going to milk your daughter and your son and your wife and then you. That's what's going to go down. These people are not good people that are coming here. So, like I said, didn't have to happen if Joe just signed an executive order or just did not reverse everything that Trump did. See, The View fucks up royally because those are some fucking demonized bitches. Those some Whoopi Goldberg is one of the evilest people I know. Fuck her and everybody on The View. Joy Blowhart, all of them. Sonny Houston, whose descendants, whose ancestors, as she sits up there and goes, squawk, 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 oh, Trump sucks, squawk, Trump's a racist. Her family is fucking slave owners. Hello. So suck that, Sonny Houston. You come from slave owners. You fucking hypocrite. So don't point fingers when the finger should be right up your ass. That's what I think. So anyway, executive order. Let's get back to it. I said Trump had it all fucking secure. Biden reverses it. So now, because he realizes there ain't no fucking way in hell anybody's voting for him. So he's, like I said, he's trying the Russian collusion thing again. Then he's like, oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sign an executive order and shut the border down and look like a fucking hero. You fucking asshole wipe shit stain of a fucking American excuse I've ever seen or heard. Dude, you already fucking did so much damage. People are going to die in our homeland from terrorists in our own fucking homeland because they're setting up shops and they're going to fuck us up. It's not going to be like we can't fucking, get them, but people are going to die from it. Good people are just going to die because Joe Biden decided, hey, I want to get immigrant votes. It's all what it's been about and to cause chaos. And guess what? The shit backfired and here we are. So now he's going to fucking sign the order. Fucking believable. It's the end of the world. Michelle Obama has a penis. Blah, 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 something. Hillary is evil. Blah, blah, blah. Oprah steals kids and sells them. Blah, 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 blah. It's the end of... Made my own fucking words up to that song. That's true. Yeah. So that's an old John Kirby, the Curbster. This is kind of frightening, but this is a whole... Well, it's frightening if you don't know what's really going on, but he's... again, causing chaos, went on front of the podium yesterday and said, if you're an American and you're in Russia, get the fuck out now. Immediately. What? See, this is where all the collusion comes in. He's trying to say, oh, Russia's bad. Oh, Putin's going to kill everybody, blah, 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 blah. Well, if you watch the Tucker Carlson interview, which I did, you'll see a little different version of Russia and Putin. And I'm not saying Putin's a fucking good guy, and I'm not like a Putin supporter like they call Trump. No, but you gotta know people that are evil geniuses and realize what they're capable of and be able to talk to them in a civil manner like Trump was able to and work things to where it's beneficial to everybody and it's safe. Biden's just fucking playing with fire with a tank of gasoline in his hand. So, it's not good. It's not good. And eventually we'll do something. If we don't get Joe out soon, we'll do something stupid and fucking launch a missile. And that's that. Rap-a-tat-tat in your butthole. And the Navalny guy who, was whacked. Yeah, it sucks. And he looked like to be one of the good guys, but it's Russia. Okay? Russia people do Russia stuff. Russia governments do Russia government stuff. People get whacked. Our government whacks motherfuckers all the time. Oh, what happened to JFK? Government. Hello. Fuck. They do it when they see somebody who's going to do something fucking better than the next guy. How about Robert Kennedy? Whack. Oh, the government again. See? The Kennedys wanted to do something that was right for America. And they knew secrets and they were going to expose them. and they got whacked. So don't point fingers at Russia. Fucking Putin had anything to do, or the government had anything to do with whacking this guy. It's been going on for fucking centuries. Okay? It's Russia's business. We're getting all hypety hype over here. The View, and, oh, it's terrible. It's not our business, man. I don't care what happens down the street at the corner house, as long as nobody's fucking murdering anybody. I just kind of deflated my whole conversation. But you know what I'm saying. It's their yard. It's their house. They can paint it the way they want. They can raise their children the way they want. They can cook the food the way they want, because that's their domain. Russia is their domain. They're going to, if they whack the guy, they whack the guy. Okay? It happens. It used to happen a lot more in the U.S. with important people. There's a good case for it to happen these days, but nobody whacks nobody. The mafia is gone. I don't know. Mafia's dead, I guess. Anyway, so I'm just saying, just people, just let's take care of America. Let's fuck up all this other shit we keep diving into. We're in like 47 wars right now. We don't even know what the fuck's going on. Trump fucking hit with $450 million fucking dollars. Civil suit. And he must pay it before he appeals. He's going to win the appeal. But that fucking, what's her, Letitia fucking James. Oh, fuck her and her whole family for being that fucking evil. All she's done is, her whole life is just to get Trump. He did nothing wrong. And he's got to pay her $450 million before the appeal that he's going to win. And she says if he doesn't pay, she's going to seize his fucking buildings and real estate in fucking New York. Well, you know what? Guess what's already fucking happened? Dennis O'Leary from Shark Tank, who's one of the biggest investors in the U.S. and the world, he's already pulled out of New York. Another big time New York investor has pulled out and says, I will never do business in New York City again. So guess what's going on, Letitia? Boom, in your big fat ass, right up it. It's going to backfire, because your city is going to go to shit because Trump is bigger than you. You can't beat him. Yeah, you might take him for $450 million. God, it's just horrible. This is evil. Today, but guess what? You're going to be fucking sitting there in the fucking sewage with all your fentanyl and all your lawlessness and bullshit, and you're just going to be fucking eating gravy train like a big fat fucking cow. So fuck you. And that's my thought about that, kids. So fuck Letitia James. Yeah, so 400. Oh, jeez. I got suspended again from X today. Apparently, don't say slap. You can't slap someone, or I wasn't sure if it was because I said I was going to. It was about the judge in the Letitia, speaking of her fucking whack ass. That weenie ass, wormy fucking. He looked like a Holocaust survivor just came back to life. He was that skinny, weird ass, bony face, fucking weird ass. Just like the fucking guy in Lord of the Rings. Precious. That's what he looks like. Anyway, he was a judge, and he was gonna fucking get Trump no matter what. I was commenting on his picture on X, and it said, what do you think of this fucking douchebag? And I said, if I saw him in the streets, I would slap the shit out of him, and he is a shit stain on America. And he is. That's not judicial, whatever. He should be barred. Nothing about what he did was judicial. It's like Trump walked in and he said, guilty. Why even go to court? If Trump should just not show up, but then they contempt and they lock him up, and it's fucking stupid. It's an evil world, people, and we're living in it. It's like a big TV movie, and it's entertaining for me to kind of sit back and watch and go, shit. Yeah, Cat Williams. I talked a little bit about Cat and everything he said. He's got a partner in crime now, Eddie Griffin. Griffin. Either way, is all is backing everything Kat said about the people in the industry, including Kevin Hart, who recently jumped Kat after after hearing all the shit he said about him on the Club Shay Shay show. Sounds like Club Gay Gay, but whatever, Shannon Sharp. You talk like you got a bunch of fucking marbles in your mouth. Yo, Skip. Skip. I can't do it, Shannon. Club Shay Shay. So anyway, Eddie Griffin said on stage the other night that he's all about it, and him and Kat are going to start a tour together called We Ain't Wearing No Dresses Tour, which is basically their response to the dudes in Hollywood, especially the black comedians and other actors who put on a dress because that is the initiation for the Illuminati, which outspoken guys like 50 Cent and Cat Williams and Eddie Griffin and Ice Cube have said they can all suck a dick on that. They're not joining that bullshit and that cult. So that'll be fun though. And it's cool that everything Cat's saying is being backed up. Apparently Kevin Hart was so that was like a midget on midget fight, right? Little Kevin Hart, little fucking Cat Williams, all combined is 4'5". And they both got them high bitch ass voices. So, hey, man, what? Stop it. Oh, it must have been a spectacle of fun and frolic. Anyway, that would have been great to see. But yeah, so Cat Williams, hey, fuck yeah. And I watched it again on YouTube with me lady, and it was refreshing to see someone like myself who isn't afraid to just say the truth, doesn't care about the repercussions or the backlash or the being canceled, yada yada. Fucking, he just says the truth. He said the truth about the shit in Hollywood that goes down. And he, like he said, he's been collecting this shit. He's a smart motherfucker. I didn't even know how smart he was, but he is an educated guy. So good for Cat. I like anybody who exposes the truth. Fuck those fucking pieces of shit. If you're gonna hide, people like me, people like Cat, we're gonna expose you. We're gonna tell America what the fuck you're up to. LA is stating a state of emergency. Because they have no fucking law enforcement. Which it's not like I'm announcing it, because I always thought it was stupid that the news would tell everybody in California that there's no law in Los Angeles. It's like, why don't you just tell the thieves, hey, the door's open, make yourself at home. Yeah, guys don't want to join the force down there, and the guys that are there are fucking committing suicide rate in Southern California. Police officers is extremely high, is at an all-time high, because with lesser guys, you're working more hours, less time at home, less time doing anything other than trying to police a town that has no respect for you, and you're not being backed by the governor, piece of shit fucking Gavin Newsom, who gives two fucks about their safety, and if he says he does, he's lying. So anyway, yeah, I get it. So the mayor said, hey, I need fucking help. This state of emergency down here. Because guys are just busting in just with guns. They can't stop anybody. Nobody can do anything. Security guards are fucking useless. So $4,000 worth of Gucci, and 30 seconds later, and this shit's broadcast, so all the other fucking hoodlums and fucking thieves and shit are just going to start doing the same thing. And it's Los Angeles County anyway. So it's fucking just filled with fucking heathens. So, I feel sorry for him down there, but gotta thank Joe, and you gotta thank Gavin Newsom, especially Gavin Newsom. He just destroyed a whole beautiful state in one fell swoop of his fucking slick fucking back hair. I think he just fucking slicks it back with other dudes' jizz. I think that's why it never moves. It's just sticky ass jizz. I can see him, because he's like, trying to, catch it in his mouth, and he just rubs it in. So my theory on Gavin Newsom's fucking slick back hair. Thank you. We'll check in with that later. Yeah. So, California's fucking is destitute financially and politically with that dude. And, charged. So Kool-Aid drinkers of California. When I say Kool-Aid, I don't mean the fucking big fat guy who runs through walls. Hey, Kool-Aid. I mean the fucking people that think the state's running well and everything's fucking hunky dory and it's not riddled with crime and homelessness and drugs and expensive as fuck to live here to endure all that bullshit that Californians have to endure. San Francisco's dead. Oakland's dead. Fucking, they're both just sneaky piles of shit now. Los Angeles, same way. All the real movie stars that are worth a shit are moving out of Los Angeles and Hollywood and saying fuck Hollywood, and they're going to move to Texas and places like that and Florida and revamp Hollywood in a better light than this woke bullshit that Disney fucking created. Yeah, fuck. I'm never going to Disney again. Fuck that big ass mouse. Fuck him and Goofy. Fucking woke ass motherfuckers. Anyway, the left's the worst enemy I've ever seen. It's crazy to watch when they talk on CNN and MSNBC and still see that they're just fucking mentally retarded. Still. I mean, you can't be that fucking stupid. I mean, it's beyond. I don't know what they see. I don't know what visually, and they must just watch themselves on TV because they really. It's like worse than Ryan and Darren. They don't know. They know more than the fucking people at CNN, and they don't know dick about the outside world. Yeah, there's just too many things. So you gotta find your peace. And find where you want to be. Big decisions are coming up. A big decision is coming. You got illegals attacking police officers, man. Never did I think I'd see that in history of my lifetime. It's amazing. It's amazing. Did you know that what they gave the immigrant? If here's something that maybe the Democrats don't know. Each migrant got $10,000 prepaid debit cards plus their iPhones that they got for free, just for coming over the border illegally to kill us. And we paid for that. Taxpayer money pays for that. You know how many fucking migrants came over and got $10,000 prepaid card? And they say, why does our economy suck? How come groceries are fucking through the roofs? How come gas is through the roof? Well, if you really want to know, you really fucking want to know, you brain dead fucking cock bastards, Democratic weirdos, it's because your president has done it all. Okay? We're paying for all the migrants. We're paying for the Ukraine war that we're not even in. We're giving money to the wrong side of the fucking Israeli war. Oh, well, we got to help Palestine. What? Fuck? No. You think Palestine wants to help America? No. That's a big misconception, by the way. Might as well, it's Hamas, Palestine, same motherfuckers. They don't like us. They want to kill us. So get it straight in your big fucking craniums. Your fucking big melons, man. Big melon, like Big Mike's dick. Big Mike Obama. Yeah. I don't. China is just. They're just waiting in the wings, going, yeah. In conclusion, people, I want to say. Oh, I want to shout out to. I want to say, hi, Berkey. My friends don't watch my show, so it's fun to talk shit. Don't ever forget Hawaii. Remember Hawaii? Oprah doesn't, because she still has all the kids. Yeah. Everybody my old buddies at the county, I just found out that the guy who fired me in person, this is pretty impressive. I don't know if you heard this, son, but the guy who fired me in person shook my hand and said it's just not going to work out. At the greatest job I ever thought I had for a minute. Boy, did I work hard to get that. I'm just trying to make him feel bad right now. No, I did fucking work hard to get that. Son of a bitch. But anyway, Steve is a big fan of the Jamby Show, so I want to shout out and say thank you, Steve. Even though you fired me, I still love you, and I thank you for being a fan and a follower. So that's cool. And everybody at the county that I miss, Pav and polio. Sounds like something you get, huh? What did you get? I got Pav, then I got polio. Brett, Riker, Benny, Corey, freaking Shrek, and Big Joe. I would say Brian, but I'm pretty sure Brian, the little old ass bastard rat looking, should have retired 20 fucking years ago, was the one who said I smelled like alcohol, which, in honestly, Brian, you probably are correct, but you know what? That was alcohol from the night before. Anyway, I had spinal neuropathy and didn't know I had it anyway. But if I would have made the 6 months, I would have got a nice little retirement fund. Anyway, it's all over now, Steve. It's all over now. But thank you. Thank you for the love. I appreciate shirts are on the way. But we'll talk business. Anyway, guys, in conclusion, I just want to say, I like to say that in conclusion, like I'm a fucking representative of something. We live in a fucking time of prayer and repentance, man. Forget Netflix, Hulu, and all that shit. Watch the TV of life like I am, baby. Jesse Waters, Dana Perino, Great Godfellow, and the Judge. I love you all. I probably left somebody out. Thank you, guys. God bless. Hug your family. Love your children. Be good to one another. We'll see you again soon on the Jamby Show. Very nice. Very nice. My balls are shaved perfectly. Smooth as an egg. I did not know I had to share that. But listeners, it's a true story. See ya.